Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio. From the heart of Lincoln, America, this is What's Next 24. With the authors of Next 24.
All right, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. You guys hearing an echo? Okay, you can take the headsets off for now. We'll get to that. While I bring in the intro, we got Micah Cherry, the host. As always, we also got a great guest in studio. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to the host, Micah Cherry.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to What's Next, where our show is meant for you to help discover your happiness and true joy in your life while you create a legacy. Just wanted to let you know, Mike and Sherry, we've got a book out again called Next 24. It's available over at Barnes & Noble. And now it is available on Amazon. It is on sale for $17. So I certainly hope you get your copy today. But Sherry, today, are you ready? I feel like the tunnel walk should be the tunnel walk music should be playing. We've had over 71 shows. We've had a lot of people on that we just hear amazing stories from all walks of life. But Sherry, why don't you just introduce who we have today?
I'm going to introduce him, and then I just have to tell a quick little anecdote here.
This may take a while.
It's a little embarrassing for me, but the good part is we got Grant Wistrom on our show today, and you know me with football and Husker football and all the heroes. This is an exciting day for me. Grant is one of the most accomplished athletes in Nebraska football history. He's a native of Webb City, Missouri. Grant started at the University of Nebraska from 94 to 97, where he became College Football Hall of Famer, two-time academic All-American, Lombardi Award winner, and a key leader on 3 national championship teams. He's known for his relentless motor, his toughness, and leadership. He went on to play 9 seasons in the NFL with the St. Louis Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, including winning Super Bowl. I'm terrible with Roman numerals. Super Bowl 34. Thank you. With the Rams. Today, Grant's legacy continues not only through his achievements on the field, but through his commitment to family, education, and excellence beyond the game. And I will tell you guys really quick, just about a week ago, I was in the studio and Terrell Farley came. There was a gentleman with a beautiful young lady ordering their coffee, and Terrell Farley came out. And he hugged this guy. And so I gave Terrell a hard time saying, oh, you can hug him, but you haven't hugged me yet. Because Terrell's a good hugger. And he kind of laughed. He gave me a hug. And I just walked away. And I'm thinking, man, that guy looks familiar. And then Luke, the guy who runs the mill here, he said, Sherry, come here. Do you know who that is? I'm like, well, he looks familiar. He goes, that's Grant Wistrom. Of course, 12-year-old Sherry came out going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he's doing some business here with his beautiful daughter. And so I'm thinking, okay, that's it. I'm going to go up and introduce myself. And I'm going to ask him if he'd be on our show. And let me tell you what, Grant, you were the most gracious, humble, respectful person I think I've ever met.
Oh.
And besides that, it was
my
like,
wife
oh
might
my
beg
God,
to differ.
it was like, my God, it's Grant Wistrom.
Well, Grant, welcome. Glad you're here today. Appreciate
so
you being
much
here
for
at 7 in
having
the
me,
morning.
We're
It is just
so
awesome.
excited to have you here.
Like I said, I'm from Lincoln and I followed you for a long time, watched the football. But let's start for you at the beginning. I wanted this show be about success. It seems like everything about you is about success. It is always, I know there's struggles behind the scenes and there's things, but you have always been at that high level so quickly. Tell the people who don't know where you're born and raised, where you're from.
I was born in Joplin, Missouri, actually in the hospital that was taken out by the tornado, a few years ago. But born in Joplin, Missouri, but then lived and raised in a little bedroom community called Webb City. About 7,500 people there, really a blue collar town, great school systems. The community poured into the sports. People would have to line up at the gate before it was open for football games to get seats. So, it was a great football program. I think at the time we're a second largest class in Missouri, but after I'd left a few years later, they were like ranked in the top 25 in the country for like a week or two.
Wow.
A really great football program there with a lot of tradition.
Wow.
Well, it's amazing, going back in your early years growing up there. I've been down to Joplin. It's a beautiful area
It's
down,
nice
down
there.
that area.
Those Ozarks are great.
Great time and stuff like that. What was life growing up for you? I've heard a lot about, well, let me stop. Coach Ron Brown says hello, and he told me to say that your family is just awesome. He really admires your mom and dad. So can we start there? Tell us about your mom and dad.
I hit the parent lottery. I can't thank God enough about the parents that I was blessed with, but they were phenomenal. So I've got 2 brothers. You might know Tracy played here after me, and then I have an older brother, Chance. And my parents' whole lives were just dedicated to us. They didn't have friends. They didn't do anything but take care of us. And mom was a school teacher. Dad was a vice president at a trucking company. And in the mid 80s, we lived in Florida. And so dad would, work till 5 o'clock. Mom was working till 3:30. Her school was about an hour away. And they had 3 kids all playing sports growing up and in 3 different parts of Orlando, Florida. Not one kid ever missed a practice. Dad was always coaching at least one of our teams, every sport, whether it be football, baseball. He's kind of skipped out on basketball a little bit, but football or baseball, he was coaching. So they just poured their whole lives into us. We were just a tight-knit family. My brothers are my best friends. My mom and dad, like I said, just if I can be half the parent they were, I'm doing something right.
Were you like the Paytons, the bro? Did you fight?
We fought constantly. Yep. And there was no stopping the fights. It was just boys take it outside. You take outside and you fight all you want, but you're not doing it in the house.
Yeah. What were some of the influences early on then, when as a young man, junior high and high school? What was kind of leading you?
Dad. I mean, it was just with Dad. There was, black is black and white is white. There's not any shades of gray. And as long as you're operating, you're doing the right things, you're not going to get in trouble. But as soon as you cross that line, you knew it. And he was quick to correct you. And I have no problem with that. It was like that through our whole lives. I mean, Dad just has always been a constant figure. And just, there were a couple phone calls that came from Coach Osborne when I was in school and not doing the right things. And Dad was quick to be like, you think you're pretty cool? He's like, I'll rip you out of that school so dang fast your head will spin, so they're just, and you knew he'd do it too. There weren't just threats. He'd back them up. So some good discipline in the house.
And you you played on multiple sports teams. I mean, you weren't just football.
No, I played, if you played sports, you didn't have to have a job. So we found a way to play sports year round. So.
Well, Grant, I'm curious, for a young man, a young adult, when did you start getting your size? And when did you start, I guess, when did you realize, hey, maybe there's something here I can do?
Probably not until like my junior year of high school. My brother played football. Older brother Chance played football at Central Missouri State. It's a Division II school in Missouri. And my brother was the world to me. And I'm like, my junior year I went up, or maybe it was my sophomore, junior, I went up there and their football camp, and Coach Terry Nolan was there at the time. He pulled me aside and he offered me a scholarship then. And my brother came up, he's like, what was that conversation about? And I told him, and at the time he was a graduate assistant there, I think, or might have still been playing. And I told him, he's like, Grant, I was like, that's pretty awesome. He's like, Coach doesn't ever do that. So that was kind of like just my first little inkling there. And then, some letters from some bigger schools started coming in, and my dream was just to do what he did and go play at Central Missouri State. But then when these other letters started rolling in, I was like, wow, there could be something else out there. And, I never assumed that it would be something like this. I never dreamed it would be anything like this, but it was a dream.
Coming so fast, quick, was it overwhelming? I mean, I imagine you started getting recruited. So you must have, you were having a really good high school careers. Mm-hmm. What position did you play in high school?
Tight end and defensive end.
Defensive end.
Yeah.
But what you're always known for speed. I mean, when did you start to realize, when did you kind of start to realize you're a little quicker, a little stronger? You know what I mean? You're starting to develop that, and you realize, hey, this is going, because when you came to Nebraska, it was like, who is this guy? You were quite fast.
Yeah. And I think to me, it's more, I think I just play hard more than I'm fast. And it's just, I give my maximum. I don't think I'm that fast. I'm not that quick, but.
Well, where did that come from? Where did it come from to play so hard?
Just from mom and dad. Seeing how hard they work. And then also, our program, we had some good leaders at our program there. So, I was just imitating what I saw, demonstrated on the field out there. Yeah.
Well, let's jump in.
I'm telling you, we watched some film on you.
Yeah.
And I watched you all through your career at Nebraska. But I never realized till I watched some of that film yesterday, it was like, that guy can move. Yeah. I mean, it was like, I don't know. I was amazed. You're a big guy, and I understand why they put you in the positions they put you in, but good grief, you could have played a bunch of different positions with that speed, dude.
Well, I appreciate your confidence in me, Sherry, but I'm pretty sure they found the right spot for me.
Oh, yeah, they did. But
Grant,
man, you were quick.
What was, I've listened to you before, and I know you're getting recruited. But your first choice wasn't Nebraska.
No.
This is what's interesting to me. I heard you say Missouri. Or
no,
Michigan. Michigan. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was my first trip. And, I had my 5 trips scheduled. It was Michigan, Stanford, Miami, Oklahoma, and Nebraska were my 5 trips.
Wow.
And went to Michigan on my first trip and absolutely loved it. My whole parameters for my college selection and probably maybe not the smartest, but it worked out really good, is I wanted to be at a place where I fit in, where I felt I belonged, where I was with a bunch of guys wired like me, that, football was the most important thing. And we were going to sell out for each other and play for each other, because these are the guys you're going to be sweating and bleeding with for the next 4 or 5 years. And I went to Michigan and had an awesome time, and really enjoyed the players there, got along with them great. And when I came home, I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, I think I want to go to Michigan. And he's like, well, that's fine, son. He's like, but you're going to take all the trips. You gave your word to, 4 other schools that they're going to come, you're going to go see them. He's like, so you're going to take those trips. And so ended up taking the trips. And at the end of my 5 trips, still thought Michigan was the right spot for me. And this is where the story gets interesting, because I truly believe there aren't any coincidences in this world. Tony Samuel, who's a defensive end coach at the time, called my dad one night. And he said, hey, Ron, I just want to pick your brains, find out what's going on with Grant, see where his heart is. And Dad said, Tony, I'm sorry, but I think Grant's going to go to Michigan. Tony said, well, Ron, he's like, I'd really love to sit down and talk with you about it. He's like, I don't think you understand how Grant fits into their scheme. He comes here, there's no guarantee, but with his body size, he could come in and play as a freshman. If he goes to Michigan, they're going to want him to put on 30 or 40 pounds. And that's going to be a year or two before Grant sees the field the way that they're going to use him. Dad said, Tony, that's great. I'd love to talk with you about it more too. He's like, but I'm in Houston today, and just not going to be able to meet with you. And Tony said, well, Ron, it's coincidence would have it, I'm in Houston today too. So they ended up, and they went to dinner. They ended up going out to dinner, and then Dad came home, and he's like, Grant, I really think you need to give Nebraska another shot. So I came back up here on an unofficial visit, hung out with a bunch of guys that I was going to. My first trip, I was with Trev, and he was on his way out, and had bigger things on his radar. Didn't have a lot of time for me, and I understood that. But when I came back, I was with a bunch of younger guys that I would be with for 4 or 5 years, and just absolutely fell in love with the place. So, thank goodness for coincidences, because it would have been a completely
Can you name names of the guys?
Oh yeah, I mean, Ryan Twilliger, Matt Verzal, Scott Saltzman, Jason Pesterfield. You guys know Terry Keneally.
Oh yeah,
but just not anybody that set the world on fire when they're here, but just guys that bought in and wanted to be a part of the program and be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it was an amazing time. I just wanted to throw some names out if you just respond. But Coach Ron Brown.
Just a constant. I mean, he hasn't changed in the 30 years that I've known him, and still looks about it the same as he did 30 years ago.
Oh,
the guy
absolutely.
does not age.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about Coach Osborne? What would you say?
He's next to my dad, most important male role model I've ever had in my life. And I've been very blessed to be around coaches that I always felt cared about me more, even in the NFL, cared about me more as a human than as a player. Coach Osborne is the epitome of that.
Oh, absolutely.
He even from what we've heard from other people we've had on the show, I mean, he was even that way with his coaches.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean,
well, they don't leave. I mean, if there's a reason why they didn't leave.
They broke the mold when they made Coach Osborne.
Yes, ma'am.
Charlie McBride.
Just, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. And just a coach that you love to play for, and he's everything an old football coach should be.
Oh yeah. Oh, amazing.
Jason and I called him on the phone the other day, and he didn't stop talking for 45 minutes. So, I mean,
he's got such a motor.
He does. He doesn't slow down.
I've heard so many stories. If you can share, I mean, I heard that, just that he's very intense.
He is,
but to me, he's like Osborne with the emotion showing, I think.
The emotion showing, and a lot more colorful language. Yeah.
How did those influence you your freshman year, your sophomore year? What?
I feel for me, the bigger influences my freshman year and sophomore year were just the guys that were here already. Christian Peter, Terry Keneally. The guys here, football was everything, and nothing interfered with that. And we all had fun off the field, and we all did well. Not all of us did well in school. Some of us did, but football to everybody was the most important thing, and it was team above everything else.
Well, and tell me about the Unity Council. Weren't you remember that?
Yep.
I don't know if they still have that, but that was an important role.
It was.
The whole structure. When I think about business and success and structure and and leadership and people and processes and stuff. I think you flourished. I think the whole team flourished that year. But what I want to hit some bullet points for you. I mean, just when people may not remember or just realize, first of all, you were part of 3 national championships at Nebraska. You went 49-2, consensus All-American, Lombardi Award winner. You led Nebraska all-time record for tackles for loss, and they retired your jersey. Tell us about the meaning of number 98.
I wore 96 all through high school, and then when I came up here, it was taken, so they gave me 98, and it started here, and just the success that I had here, and I was able, to take it to the NFL and wear it there, and it just became a part of who I was and just my identity.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, it's still special to me.
People may not remember this, is that you were selected 6th overall in the 1998 NFL draft with the Rams, correct? Played 9 years in the NFL, the Rams and Seattle. Of course, playing in the you played 3 times in the Super Bowl?
3 Super Bowls, yeah.
And won 1, lost 2? Is that what, I couldn't remember if you'd won. Yeah. And of course, you're just thought of as a toughness and leadership and just a legacy of excellence. What year did you retire?
I think it was 2005.
What age would you have been there? 32, 33?
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking you, I'm curious with business and in success or life, you've had all the success come to you so quick. Was it difficult to retire?
It wasn't difficult to retire. I love football so much, and it's given me so much that I always want to honor the game by my play on the field. And when my mentality switched from I get to go play football today to I have to go play football today, I knew it was time to step down, step away from the game. And that probably happened about my 7th season. So about after my first year in Seattle, I don't know. My body was breaking down. It was a constant, you just get into 80 car wrecks on a Sunday afternoon. And then I would spend all week, every free moment I had in the training room, just trying to piece my body back together so I can go out and do it again the next Sunday.
Well, I remember when you were being drafted and they thought that you didn't weigh enough. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing to me. Because what did you weigh at college? Weren't you 275?
No, I think probably the heaviest I got in college was 240.
What did they want you to be in the NFL?
I put on about 30 pounds before the combine, and I ran really well at that weight. So, they knew I could carry it well. And I ended up going in, I was probably about 265 in the NFL.
Wow.
But my rookie year, I finished the season at like 240 pounds playing defensive end in the NFL.
Wow.
I wasn't doing a good job taking care of my body. I was a very good professional my rookie year, and it really showed.
We look at Grant Wistrom. We look at your sports history, your football history here at Nebraska. But I have to say, one of the things of all of your awards and all the things you did here, the thing that impressed me the most was that you were a 2-time academic All-American. And, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes for you, but that speaks volumes for your parents too. I mean, a lot of guys will come on and, and I'm sure there was guys you played with that they would come on and it was football, and they struggled through. I knew a kid a few years ago that he only played 2 years. It was during COVID. It wasn't a real good time. But he constantly had to have tutors, to keep those grades up. And I mean, winning this kind of award here at Nebraska, you had to be almost rocket scientist.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to be splitting any atoms, but and I use my fair share of tutors too. There's a lot of times in study hall, and just it. I knew I was having success here, but you never know what's going to happen. So it's always good to hedge your bets, and then if I'd have come home with bad grades, it wouldn't have gone over very well anyway. So
even being in college,
yeah, oh yeah, no, it was they still controlled things. Mom and dad still controlled things. So it wasn't really an option. It was just that you're there to go to school, you're there to play football, and everything else can come second to both of those things.
One quick thing, because we're going to have to take a break in a minute. I have a feeling looking at the clock. Just one quick thing. We looked at pictures from you all over the years, from high school to today. You had more hairstyles than any female that I know, number one. And number two, I saw a picture of you and I about fell off the chair because you had a fro that would have rivaled Kenny Bell's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm surprised they didn't come up with the saying, fear the fro for you.
Yeah, I had a few different looks. I always at Nebraska we always shaved our heads, and then I shaved my head even in the NFL. And my wife finally we were hanging out. She's like, "Why don't you grow your hair out again?" So I grew it out, and just all right. Let's see how far we can take this.
Well, weren't the '90s awesome?
Yeah.
Have your kids seen pictures of your hair over the years?
Oh yeah, yep, yeah.
And do they give you a hard time?
No. Charlie's pretty free spirit. She appreciates all that weirdness. So, yeah, no, they.
I did love the mullet though.
Yeah,
I think that was NFL.
Well, yeah, it usually doesn't mull it
hair.
up. It usually just froze out. There's not a lot of hang to it. It just gets bigger, not
But
longer.
you had the curl, and you were in California, so you were little blonde highlights, little blonde. It's like, okay, that's good look.
Harrison, do we need to take a break? We need to take a break, and we'll be right back more with Grant Wistrom. And we're gonna next segment. We're gonna talk about Charlie. So we'll be back in just a minute.
Tune in to Outside the Box from 4 to 5 p.m. for everything you need to know about the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and play-by-play voice Alex Fern as they sit down with special player guests to tell the story of the Lincoln Stars and give you all the news and notes you need from around the USHL. That's Outside the Box with the Lincoln Stars on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Back to What's Next 24 from the 93.7 The Ticket studio with the authors of Next 24.
All right, welcome back in. What's Next 24? Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. As always, you guys are welcome to join in. We got a great guest in studio, 402-464-5685. Throw it over to the host, Mike and Sherry.
Welcome back, everyone. We're with Grant Wistrom, getting to just honor his life and his work ethic and what he represents here. We're so proud of him throughout the years. But Grant, I'm sorry, we gotta go to Charlie now. I know, Charlie, if you're listening, if you're home or you're sleeping in bed, we're going to talk about you. So we'll get you a copy of the show and you can listen to this.
And we miss you, girl.
Yes. Grant, tell us about Charlie. Just what's she like? What was she like as a child? Just share your stories.
Charlie's the type of girl. We have a video on her phone, and she's been like this from day one. Well, first of all, she just was always in a constant crunch. And as a baby, she was just always setting up and ready to move. But there's a video we found on her phone the other day, and she's probably 3 or 4, and we're out by her pool, and she's standing on the diving board, and she's like, "I'm going to do a backflip." And I said, "Well, let's be careful." And she's like, "Nope, I'm going to do it." And just boom, she just bounced off and did a backflip. And Charlie's been like that from day one. Another time we were out in Hawaii and she couldn't swim and she didn't like wearing her floaties. And she's like, "No, Mom, I'm taking them off." And once again, 3 or 4, and she took them off, and then she just went out and started swimming. She's just that type of person. It's like, if I'm gonna do this, and
no fear.
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
Well, I see also at a very young age, she was wearing number 98.
Yep. I tricked her into that early on. I told her it was magical, and she bought it. And luckily, she's taken it and she's done her own thing.
Well, tell us her journey through sports.
Charlie started playing soccer at like 5, and first time she came off the field, she ran up to Melissa and she said, "God made me to play this." And so she knew from an early age that soccer was her thing. But I'm a firm believer in being a well-rounded athlete and playing a lot of sports. So we kept, we tried gymnastics, we tried volleyball. She always wanted to play football. I'd never let her play football.
My kind of girl.
Right. Oh, and she could hit too. We would, she'd love to tackle me. And I finally have to be like, okay, we're done doing this. This is enough. Dad's taken enough abuse today. But it always came back to soccer. So probably right when she was getting out of junior high, it was soccer year round at that point. She joined a club team. And we lived in Springfield, Missouri, and we had a decent club team there. But you can tell when there's a kid there that's, special. And so Charlie, if she wanted to play Division I soccer, that was the whole goal. And so then she started playing for a club out of St. Louis. And so that would be, a couple times a week, driving 3 hours to St. Louis for practice. All of our home games were in St. Louis. So It required a lot. And that all fell on Melissa. Melissa was Charlie's, chauffeur, I should say, for about 4 years doing that. And then she actually played for a great club team there. They won the national championship one year in their league. And so that kind of got her on the map, because in soccer, it's not like football where, they send out videos or a coach will go watch one kid play. These coaches, they go to these big tournaments so they can watch 100 kids play that they're recruiting. So, because they don't have the budget that football does. So they try to hit these big events. So we knew that by going to a bigger, better club, she's going to play in bigger tournaments and get more exposure. And that's when, she popped up on Nebraska's radar. And I was afraid that I ruined it early on. I brought her up here to an ID camp, like at the end of her sophomore or junior year. And we're getting out of the car. And she's like, Dad, you can't come in. I'm like, Charlie, do you know what town we're in? I go, this is Lincoln, Nebraska. I do whatever I want here.
This is home.
Wrong thing to say to the wrong young lady. She wants to do everything for herself. Yeah. So thought that put a big X through Nebraska at that point. But then as the process went on and she realized that anywhere else that she wanted to go, Mom wasn't a car drive away,
Yeah.
That the reality of that set in.
Well, let me ask you, go back a little bit. Tell the story, because I saw it last night. It was so great. She while you were coaching football, she was kicking field goals. Tell us about that moment.
Yeah.
Love this.
That's a good story.
It is. No, and that's another thing. She's not afraid of, and I was so proud of her because she did put herself out there and expose herself a little bit. But I was coaching high school football, and our kicker was not very good. And we're trying to figure out somebody else on the team that could kick. And finally somebody goes, Grant, can Charlie kick a football? And I'm like, I don't know. She's never really done it. We've never tried, but sure she'd give it a shot. So we were at Sunday evening meetings. I called her and she came up to the field, and she kicked a couple field goals. We're like, all right. They're like, Charlie, if you want to play football, you've got a spot here. So she was actually still playing club in St. Louis and then kicking for the team. So her schedule was nuts. I mean, it would be driving 3 hours a couple days a week there, spending time at our practices whenever she could, and then, kicking on Friday night. And so she did great. I was super proud of her. The boys were amazing with her. I wasn't really sure how that would be received, but the boys were great with her. And she was good. They helped her win. She helped them win. So
did I understand, though, that before this, she really had love for football? She really wanted to play. And I thought I heard Melissa say in that little video that there was a big fan that made it, that she kept asking you to play football, and you kept saying, nope, absolutely not. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're the one that brings her onto the football team.
Yep. And I was threatening her, like, there's nobody going to hit her, right? And I said, no, she's going to kick and then just run off the field. And then one game she got touched, and that we were both in trouble after that game. So
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Tell me how Charlie handles being your daughter. I mean, that can put pressure on some kids. How has she handled it? It sounds very well, but I just like to hear from Dad.
Yeah, she does. She handles it incredibly well. And, especially being here, it's hard to get away from it here, but she, like I said before, she's the type of person, she wants to do everything on her own. And, or even early on in the recruiting process, I'm like, Charlie, do you know how many doors just can be open? They're just nudged open. Like, you're still going to have to walk through them, but it was still just, no, I'm doing this on my own. So, like I said, it was a little bit of a detriment that I went to school here, that, she went here in spite of that. But, it's still, she has conversations with people, and, guys figure out who she is, and, especially kids that grew up here and things like that. But I think she's done a pretty good job of embracing that, but it's still stiff arming a lot of it too.
How's her season been? How's soccer been so far? Is she happy here? She's enjoying it and
loves it. Loves Coach Walker. Loves the other coaches. Loves her teammates. And what an impressive group of young women too on the team.
Yeah.
Like on our recruiting trip here. It's really hard. I feel like in today's environment, like kids don't want to look you in the eye when they talk to you. They avoid eye contact. But every girl would sit down, look you in the eye, and it was having an adult conversation. So, between the coaches and then just the incredible other young women that are on the team, I knew she was going to be really well supported.
Well, and just the clips that we watched, just tiny little clip.
we do have to mention if people haven't seen this, there's a Big Ten clip. You can get it on YouTube. You and her standing in Memorial Stadium. Talk about that. Just doing that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And for her to be able to go out there and kick some field goals is pretty awesome.
She kicked that one going through the upright, looked pretty good, pretty solid.
Yeah.
Plus the clips that they showed her playing soccer when it was easing into her back and forth between her kicking for the football team. I mean, that girl's got some moves. That girl's got some amazing soccer moves.
She is, and she's tough. Like that's one thing. Like,
you can see it in her face. You can see it in her eyes.
Yeah, she will. She doesn't like to lose. She doesn't like to be exposed, and so she's going to do everything to keep that.
But when I met her the other day, though, I have to say, first of all, she's so endearing, and second of all, she's very funny.
Yeah,
she's very funny in a little bit of a sarcastic
Just
way.
a bit.
And standing next to Dad, knowing Dad, here I am, Grant Wistrom, and I could just tell by the look on her face, like, oh, great. But she was so nice to me, and she was so relatable to me. And I was trying, no offense, Mr. Peters, but I was trying to think of Jason's first name. I'm like, you played with him, that Peters guy, and she rolled her eyes, but she was like, Jason.
Yeah, she loves Jason.
I could tell that she does. It was almost like Uncle Jason.
Talk to us about your relationship with Jason. I mean, this has always seemed special throughout the years. How did that develop? I know you played together, but it just seems like you're like brothers.
Yeah.
Talk about this.
Yeah. So we, I think it was after my junior and senior year, we were roommates.
Oh God.
It was Animal House. It
you
was,
survived.
Yeah. It was Jason, myself, Jason's brother Damien that came here and coached for a little while, and then another guy, Brian Nuns, that was on the team. And that it was a good time.
Well, he's quite a guy. I like Jason so much. Just his animation, his intensity, his passion, how he plays, and he talks. He's made. I've read him say some quotes. He admires you so much, the way you are together. Just to touch a little bit, he did have a moment in time where his life was difficult. Did that scare you?
It did. There's about 3 or 4 years where I couldn't get him to call me back, and I'd probably call him once a month just to check in on him. And I knew he was going through some stuff, but just still wanted him to know that I loved him and I'm there for him, and just whenever we get his act together, we're going to be together again.
There's a real bond there with players. I see Jay Foreman here, and I see Adam and everybody else. Just the bond that the team has. I want to ask you a couple quick questions as we're getting close to the hour. How have you and Melissa been able to keep all this grounded? It's great success, a lot of activity, a lot of movement. That can get out of hand sometimes with many players. How have you been able to keep yourself grounded?
It's Melissa, 100% Melissa. I don't do much reflecting. I'm always a what's next kind of guy, and she really pulls me back into like, hey, no, we need to do an autopsy here. We need to figure out what went wrong there. And so, I give all the credit to her for that.
Well, if you don't mind, talk about Melissa. She's behind the scenes. I mean, she's very goal oriented, hard work ethic. What should people know about Melissa?
She loves deeply. She loves hard. She is a very, very loyal person. If you're part of her tribe, she's going to defend you to the end. She's very loving, very caring, and she's not afraid to tell you what's on her mind either.
No.
She will let you know where you stand.
So how does she help you just keep it all together? I mean, how do you work well together?
I am a very much full speed ahead, 100 miles an hour. I'm not worried about anything. Everything's going to work out perfectly. Always going to be work out for me. And she operates from a more of a safety standpoint. Let's think things through a little bit. So it really does, slow me down in a good way. And it just makes me be more present in the moment and appreciate what's here.
Stabilizing bar.
Absolutely.
Wanted to make sure, I forgot to ask you this. I know we're getting close to time. Charlie, what's her future goals? What does she want to do?
She wants to play professional soccer. That's goal number one, is play professional soccer. And then the next thing would be she's a sports broadcasting major. So, she'd like to, if that doesn't work out, or even if it does, there'll be a time and place to get into a sports broadcasting as well.
Absolutely.
Well, Grant, we want to get this.
Well,
hold on, Sherry, before I want to get this in. Tell people what you're doing today.
Own a roofing company here in Lincoln called Champ Roofing. And we've been open for going on about 2.5-3 years now. We serve about a 3-hour radius of Lincoln. We do roofing, siding, and guttering. So great culture, great group of people that work with, and people that really care about their job and care about each other.
So how's your work ethic and business fall into your business world now?
It's, to me, like my schedule, I can kind of set it when I want, especially during the busy season. My main job that I do is I go out and just build our brand, go out and talk to insurance agents, and just let them know that we're out there as a new company. So that's me getting up every day, figuring out what I have to do.
Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's champ-roofing.com.
Excellent. And how can people get a hold of you? Through the website?
Yeah, through the website would be the easiest way. Get the, if we're happy to jump on any roofs, give you a free inspection. We do things the right way. I know that if we go out in the business world, it's not going to be Champ does a bad job. It's Grant Wistrom's company will do a bad job, and I'm very protective of my name. So
I'm teasing you. We're ever going to see Grant Wistrom on a roof?
No. If I'm on your roof, we got problems.
And don't call him just because he's Grant Wistrom. Call him because you need a new roof.
What if you want to call him anyway?
Yeah. Give me a holler. I like to talk.
We need to take another break. We'll be right back in just a minute with Grant.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Dio Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Dio Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diotech online at diotech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with a bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G1388852 and G16518. 844-2500 down with proof credit.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, this is Doug Keller. When I started my first little body shop in Eustis back in 1979, I never dreamed it would grow to 8 locations and over 100 employees in Nebraska. I knew then, as I know now, that if you treat people right, they will keep coming back and also send their friends, which is why our tagline is, where our customers send their friends. I guess there are many things in life that change, but the golden rule never does.
The most recommended Eustis Body Shop. That's who we are.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Back to What's Next 24 from the 93.7 The Ticket studio with the authors of Next 24.
All right, welcome back in. A final segment. Don't get a ton of time here left, so I'll just throw it over to the host right away, Mike and Sherry.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. We're with Grant Wistrom. Grant, I just wanted to ask you, you said you were a forward-thinking looking guy. What is next for Grant Wistrom? What's next?
I'm going to build this roofing company to as big as we possibly can. That's the number one goal. And then just enjoy our time here in Lincoln, watch as much soccer as I can, and just appreciate what's here.
Sure, you think you had a question too?
Grant, in one sentence, or you can make it two, just because I like you. How would you define success today?
Today, I think it's still the same. Like at the end of the day, if I did everything I could to better myself, better my family, and just better the world in general, and just try to leave it better, and I found it.
Yeah. What would you tell an 18-year-old Grant Wistrom today? Somebody's out there. What are you going to tell them?
You know what? I would say probably try to figure out how to be more present more often. Appreciate where you're at, not always like what's next. And then also connect more with people. I still kick myself in the butt when Tracy was here that I didn't spend more time with him when he was on campus, when we were on campus together, because I was at that point, it was just, football, and getting ready for the NFL, but never really trying to lean into that. And then we're really tight. We're still, we're best friends, but I still feel like I could have done more, been here more for him and helped him through his career.
So what do you, real quick, I'm sure people are going to know, would you like to play in today's football world?
No. The only thing I'm jealous about kids, the college football environment today, is they have an opportunity to have a home playoff game here in Lincoln.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that I'm jealous of. I cannot imagine. I know how crazy it was here in the 90s when we were rolling for just a regular game. I mean, playing Akron, it was nuts here.
Yeah.
Let's put a playoff game at Memorial Stadium in December and see what it's like. I'm jealous of that, but everything else, NIL transfer, they can have.
I got to ask the last question. I really want. What was your impression of Indiana this year? What they did, and Coach Signetti, what he's like?
Yeah, I'm impressed. Obviously, to take it from the worst program is kind of equivalent to the Rams in St. Louis. We're the worst program in the previous 10 years in the NFL, and then you go and win a Super Bowl. So, it's just if you've got the right leadership and the right collection of guys, and I think that they've done a great job of identifying guys that buy into the team concept, and team is more important than me. I think they've had a really unique thing there. Plus, I saw that the average age of the roster was 23 years old.
Yes,
so that doesn't hurt either. But I don't think that's the secret to their success.
Did Coach Signetti remind you of anybody?
I've never been around a guy like Coach like that before. I don't know. He's just got a way, and I appreciate about him. And he said I think they were playing in Penn State, and like somebody said, hey, this, you guys haven't won here since like 1924 or something. And he's like, yeah, but this team's never played here. It's not being a jerk. It's not being argumentative. It's just stating a fact. And then in that fact, it shows the belief that he has in his team. I just thought that was a pretty cool way to address that comment.
Well, I think as we close out the show, I want to mention one final quote from Coach Osborne. It says, Grant Wistrom was an ideal representative of the University of Nebraska athletics. He was an outstanding student, a great player, and exceptional leadership skills. That's quite an honor.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Coming from that man and the number of people that he's coached and the amazing humans he's been around with for as long as he has, that's pretty high honor.
Grant, we got 2 minutes. So what we always do in the show, we're going to turn the mic over to you, and you get to say anything you get to say anything you'd like to the community.
It's just awesome being back here. Nebraska's been so great to me, and it's crazy. Going on vacation, traveling, I would nobody would come up to me and say, hey, I'm a Rams fan. I know you, or I'm a Seahawks fan. It was like, I'm a Nebraska fan. And they're everywhere, and they love their football. They love, and that's what I try to tell kids when they come here. I'm like, if you're a good person, you do good things in the community, and you play hard, I'm like, you're going to want for nothing in this state. They'll take care of you. Just be a good person, be a good player, and you will want for nothing. And that's true because they're good people here. And I just appreciate being back here. I'm thankful to be a part of community. I'm thankful to own a business here, providing opportunities to people and doing a great service here in the community. And I'm more than anything excited to get to watch Charlie play soccer.
Absolutely. And
awesome.
we're glad to have you back home.
Thank you, Jerry.
All right.
Because when you played for the Huskers, and this is home.
It is.
This is home. Sure, we got to go till next week.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thanks, Grant.
Thank you.
Is your furnace ready for the cold winter? Call the pros at